Hello. Finding you. Um, I had an account here a while back, and they would not give me my funds. I was in like a domestic violence situation and a lot of police corruption, and I have multiple false arrests, and I want to know why they did not need the right to my funds. What I had ID and what happened.
I'm not sure. Did you get with the banker here?
I did, and they denied me access to my funds. I did a complaint, and I haven't had a. It was around October of 2018.
Hey, Mark, are you available?
Okay.
Mark will get you started.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, how you doing? Fine, thank you. Well, about around April, not April, but October of 2018, I was denied my funds with ID, and I want to know why they did that. Because I was in a domestic violence situation and had multiple false arrests.
Okay.
So I wanted to know why they denied me access to my funds at this bank.
Okay. Let me see your ID.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. There you go.
So, you had an account with this?
Right.
Okay. And they were not wanting to give you your funds?
Right. They did that at the Illinois location, and they did it at this location, and they tried to do it at the Preston and Forest location. But I wrote down my communication with them, and I was in a very scary situation, and I don't understand why my bank that I banked at for over 15 years would deny me funds and access to money in my account when I was afraid for my life.
Well, this account shows that it was the only account.
Right, they closed it when she done threw my money at me and closed the account at that location. But that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking why did this location deny me access to my funds?
Okay, who denied the...
I don't know, but what is in the system? I'm asking you. What's in the system? Why they would deny? It doesn't show that they denied me access to my funds.
No, ma'am. I could call and get some assistance.
Because I did a complaint and didn't have a response, and I called the police on the bank, and the bank police wouldn't take the report.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
So you don't show any. So you show when the account was closed in
It was in 2018. In terms of notes, I don't see anything attached to the account.
Well, she was rude and threw my funds at me because she tried to not give me my funds too, and I communicated with her only in writing. So it would have evidence that she was trying to sabotage my access to my money. But I don't understand why my bank would be a conspirator in the abuse and deny me funds. And I've been banking at this bank for over 15 years, and then she forced me to close my account when she got caught in the crime.
I'm not sure who made the city at that time.
And it doesn't have that on the system? Who closed the account?
Let's see. Let me see if I can see the notes.
Oh, okay. So would it normally have information if they deny someone their funds? Would they notate why they're doing it, typically?
I'm not too sure. I'm just going to try to get some assistance.
Okay. Who's the manager now?
Roman, probably.
Oh, it's a different person. I think it was another man. He was black that he claimed he was over something that denied me access to my funds. Was denied access in 2018, around October 2018, almost the whole month. They would, multiple different locations would not give me access to my funds. And then when I wrote down, only communicated in writing, they forced me to close my account. And I've banked, like I said, over 15 years and threw my money at me. She was fully aware that I felt fear my life was in jeopardy, and I told her my situation and why I was critical that I got my funds. Just like I told you, expressed that to you. And she did not have compassion for that and threw my funds at me and forced me to close my account. And initially tried to sabotage me from getting money there too at that location with ID and a social security card.
Your profile, we're just trying to figure out what is that exactly telling your system in terms of like the end goal or answer of what.
Oh, I've already addressed that.
Okay. So it's just wanting to know what you're denied them.
Yeah, and when I was afraid for my life, and I've had multiple false arrests, and I was terrified for my life, why my bank would, how much money do you show that I had in the account? Was it almost like $2,000?
We don't have that information because it was with Legacy. It
Oh,
was with the previous bank because I
okay.
know that this branch, not this branch, but the bank changed in like summer of 2021, I believe, or 2020.
But you did show that it closed, so
It
you no
closed in
longer.
2018
And then you left to go get information from who?
from my manager.
From your manager. And then when you got the information from your manager, you weren't able to get any?
No. Would you like to speak to him? Or-
Well, I just wanted to know what's the procedure. So why would they deny me funds? And I was in a crisis, and I banked here over 15 years. Is that with a social security card and ID? Does that sound like normal to you?
So when you came into the branch, someone refused to give you your money.
Right, with a
because
social
it's in their
security
IDs.
card, a valid ID,
so
and a social security card.
that should have sufficed then, because that's what we have on file is your social and your driver's license.
Right.
You know,
So does that
So-
were they denying me access to my fund? Is that a crime? If whoever denied me access to my funds with ID and social?
I'm not sure. 'Cause
You work at the
that's-
bank, so can you find that out? Because if my life is in jeopardy and someone sabotaged access to my funds out of corruption, I want them to have the consequences they deserve because I was terrified. And for my bank to be enlisted to deny me funds with a social security card and ID, I want to know what I can do to pursue charges or consequences for that individual that did that at multiple different locations. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Good.
Okay.
I'm Roman.
Okay.
I'm the branch manager.
Okay.
So, can you explain to me what's going on?
Yes, I was denied access to my funds. I was in a situation. I had multiple false arrests. I'm a targeted individual, and I was afraid for my life. And I came here with my ID and social, and was denied access to my funds. And I've been banking here banked with Viewpoint over 15 years.
Okay.
So I wanted to pursue some kind of action against the people that denied me my funds with a valid ID and social.
Okay.
And I feared for my life.
Okay.
And I was forced into the street beyond the street with criminal activity in multiple different locations denied me services. So I didn't have a life like normal people. Where you can just go in restaurants and get food. It's pretty crazy. So even access to bus ride, being on the bus, it was really traumatic. But I'm not sure why my bank, that I banked at over 15 years, would deny me access to funds. And what can I do to pursue some kind of criminal charge against that party that did that, or what are my rights
Okay.
that my funds were violated, my rights were violated, and I was denied access to my funds with a valid ID and a social security card.
Okay. Yeah, I would obviously. So this account was when?
It was in 2018. But if a banking employee denies someone access to their funds, and you're a manager.
Yes.
Okay, so what are the consequences for that?